Welcome back to the Diddy Men, the FM21 adventure where we are trying to take Indonesia to international glory using players 5'9" or shorter. And we have our final group game of the Southeast Asian Championships today against Singapore. We've already guaranteed safe passage to the semi-finals. But if we win, we top the group. And that could set us up with an easier tie ready to make the final of this competition. So here is the state of play. Things are looking good. Perhaps for the first time during our tenure as Indonesia boss, things are looking good. We've played 3 group games. We've won all 3. We've not conceded a goal yet. We're playing a Singapore side we played in a friendly just before this tournament. And we beat them 4-2 in that, which probably means it all comes crashing down today. If we have a look at the group, we are top, so a draw will do it for us. But if we could win, well, it would just send a message to all of the teams over there in Group A. Thailand are an absolute force at this level. I'm guessing we'd rather face Myanmar in the semis, setting up a tie against Thailand in the final, presuming that we could beat Myanmar, which is not a given that we also played them in a friendly just after Singapore, and they beat us 2-1, even though we were in that game and probably should have got, well, at least a draw, but possibly a win. So it is all to play for. Given that this is the Southeast Asian Championships, the games are coming thick and fast. Every 48 hours we've had one rest day, and now we're into the Singapore game. Wait for it, for the semi-final. One rest day, and then we get into the semi. So we are giving a rest to some of our tired legs. We are taking both Bagus Karfi, our red-hot striker, out of the firing line to give him a rest today, and twin brother Bagus Kafa, who's been playing at right back for us as well, which means we're bringing in more little youngster new gens that have come through in Indonesia. 5'7" Gatot Prasetyo. Again, look at the quality of new gens you get in Indonesia. And up front with Bagus taking a rest, well, Tony Pambudi comes in, 5 goals, 8 international caps, which means we're replacing the Bagus brothers with the Pambudi brothers. Great to have them both in the side. We're also leaving Evan Dimas out for today's game. Evan is one of our best midfielders. We want to keep him fresh for a potential semi-final tie. So old Paulo Sittengang is in the team today, and he is no mean player either, and we're bringing back Tony Soprano for today's game as well. He's going to play at centre-half. Look how good he is, by the way, at 5'8" tall. So we're going out there against Singapore. It's not a given, but in true Dumb and Dumber style, I'm saying there's a chance. If we can beat them, we'll be top of that group, and we've laid down the marker that we wanted to. So when things are going this well, I do fear that they all come crashing down. We've kept 3 clean sheets so far, so we'll probably ship 5 goals today. Singapore are no mugs, tough old team, but we'll see how we get on against them. I mean, just making the semi-finals of the Southeast Asian Championships, that is a good performance in itself, but I'm thinking about signing off from this adventure, as I mentioned in a previous episode. I'm not sure whether maybe it's time for something fresh, something new. With the saves that I've been doing, I've been playing Football Manager 21 for 4 months now, and I've still not signed a player yet. And I am just thinking whether there might be a series that I could start where maybe I make a transfer or 2 just to get into the game. We're in the highlights, and it's us in the white and the green today, and we've kicked the ball straight to Singapore, and they are coming at us, and they have actually taken the lead. And that is worrying straight away. We'd already given a shout of demand more. And now I think we're playing out in Singapore, and they have crossed one into the box. And you know we're vulnerable at the far post. And that's exactly where they've headed home. We go again. We're racing towards half-time. We've been pretty poor. To go in 2-0 down, well, that is bit of a comeback needed. We've hacked the ball clear, straight back to them. Get up and get it away. We've got it away. For a moment, we've hacked it to the halfway line. We're doing a lot of defending here. We need to win the ball back and break. Here we go. Witten Suleiman, a magician on the ball. We've gone long. Witten again. Here he goes. He's plotting a way forward. Tony Pambudi stands still with the ball at his feet and gets tackled. It's an unconventional approach that only the Pambudi brothers would bring to an international game. It didn't come off on that occasion. And Big Ange has been beaten, and we're 2-0 down to Singapore. And my goodness, that is poor. We're going to berate the entire team. What has gone wrong here? We've given the ball away 3 times during that highlight. Ange, are you culpable there? I don't think Ange can do anything about that, can he? It's a good finish, to be fair. Anugra's curled one into the top corner. Oh my God, 3-0 at half-time. Didn't I say? It was all going so well. The clean sheet, we'd beaten Singapore in a friendly. It will come crashing down today. Here it is in action, folks. It all coming crashing down. So this would allow Singapore to top the group. We would then go into a semi-final against Thailand, by far the strongest team in this region. And they've opened us up again. And Ange has got a strong right hand to it. And we've got 2 players, I think, in Setiawan and Pambudi up front that are going to have to come off at half-time because of their fitness. And it's a question of how many goals down are we? We've got a man that's free in the centre. If we can find him, we can't. Blow the half-time whistle, ref. This is an atrocious performance that is going to be met by a very aggressive team talk and a couple of substitutions before we kick off for the second half. Okay, we have made a couple of changes. We've had to bring Bagas Kafa back on at right back. Means he's going to be tired for the semis, but we've got tired bodies all over the place. Who designs an international tournament, by the way, where everybody plays every 48 hours as we now go 3-0 down to Singapore? Can this performance get any worse? We're playing worse against Singapore, who we beat 4-2 in a friendly a couple of months ago, than we did against South Korea, who had Son Heung-min in the ranks. Granted, they scored, what did they score? 7 goals? 6 goals? And he scored 3 of them. But come on, this is Singapore. We should be doing a lot better than this. This is the reality check that maybe we needed. It was all looking so good in those first 3 games, and this one has been a bit of a horror show. Can we at least get a goal to make things semi-respectable? Here's Dendy for the first time today. He's taken his shot on early. Maybe he should have done a little bit better than that. Dendy's got the pace. He could have run with it. Short corner time. Here we go. This one's worked a treat. We've slung it into the box. Here's the other of the Pambudi brothers, but the highlight ends. Look at the XG. It's not good viewing. Here we go, though. Look, at least we're getting some highlights now. We've gone in the box again. Get the ball out wide. Let's work it back in. We've gone Sitting Gang. We've gone Eggy Vickery. We've gone Dendy. Dendy, that's a tame finish. Is anybody else thinking, by the way? In this tournament, Dendy has not been the lethal marksman that he has in other games that we've seen. We're going to bring on Ricky Hendra for Sitting Gang. Let's keep him fresh. Not a good performance from the defence there either, is it? We've got a couple of our other starting defenders to come back into the team, to be fair. Hit it. Come on. Hemento. Oh, he's cracked the bar. Hit. Oh, goodness me. He's hit the side netting. And he was offside as well. All right, now I'm looking at these match stats and I'm thinking, how are we losing this 3-0? We're actually shading the XG. We've had more shots in total and more on target. And yet Singapore are coming at us, about to stab home a 4th. They've hit the post now. That defence has been porous, hasn't it? I mean, the midfield has played okay. The attack has been reasonable, but the defence has cost us the game, and we have been humbled 3-0. We're going to thrash our arms and say we're far from pleased with that. And that's going to set us up with a much tougher semi-final, I think. The General is looking at that and thinking, Llama, as soon as you want to go off for another adventure, you just do it. The championship draws Indonesia against Thailand, so that is going to be our semi-final, and they've got players, by the way. They've got decent players. I mean, this guy's playing at Freiburg and he's worth the best part of £2 million. Goodness me. I did notice, by the way, that they have some really good players. When they played Myanmar, they had, this guy, Thong Song. I mean, they wrote hits about him. So, he's got to be a good player. I think we're going to be up against it. Tomorrow could well be our last episode. However, hold on. It looks like the semi-final goes for 2 legs, and there might even be a little bit of a break of 4 days between them. Maybe tomorrow might be a double-header semi-final against Thailand in the Southeast Asian Championships.